friends, and welcome to today's video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Samantha. I'm a stay-at-home mom to 4, and I make videos to hopefully encourage you to love the life you have as I learn to enjoy and embrace my seemingly ordinary life. Today, I will share with you some vlog footage that I took over the weekend and give you some practical tips on how to reduce your anxiety and live a happy, slow life. Some say that meaning can be found in the mundane and ordinary, and that the most meaningful lives are often the ordinary ones lived with dignity. I found true happiness in motherhood and homemaking when I realized that I was fulfilling God's calling for my life to raise up my children and take care of my family, and that has become enough for me. But it wasn't always. Unfortunately, I carried a lot of pain from childhood into adulthood, which led me to be an easily irritated, angry, and highly sensitive person. That made it hard for me to create a happy home for my family, as I was often anxious and stirred up by little things. But over time, with God's help and practical tips that I'm going to share with you today, things have gotten much easier for me, as I have learned to slow down and I've reduced my stress and triggers. Of course, I'm not perfect and some days are easier than others, but my life has taken a 180 since I've made these simple changes, and it seems lately that it's becoming easier and easier. So let me jump into it with my first tip: decluttering and downsizing the things in my home. It's funny I say that as I show footage of me shopping and browsing at the mall, but this day it was over 100 degrees outside, and it was the first time the kids and I left the house all week. So we decided to get out and do a little shopping and give the kids a chance to play in the indoor play area. I wouldn't necessarily call myself a minimalist, but I do like to keep the things in my home minimalish. We are a family of 6 living in an 1,100 square foot home, and we have plenty of space. I like to keep the house and even the closets and storage areas as clutter-free as possible. I try to make the best decisions when I'm shopping and try not to buy things that we don't need, although sometimes I do fall back into my old consumer ways. There is a night and day difference in how I live now versus 2 years ago. I didn't realize that stuffing all of our closets full and having my home plastered with decor and all of the cabinets and drawers being full wasn't doing me a service. I realized that it was causing me brain fog, overwhelming my senses, and stressing me out. And when you add in children that are full of life and noise and movement, that is a recipe for mental distress. I still like to buy things here and there, and I like to go shopping, even if it is just looking around. I like to decorate my home for the different seasons, but I'm very mindful about purchases because I know if I do too much, I will end up needing to declutter again. Keeping the clutter out of my house frees up space in my mind, lowers my stress, and helps me to enjoy my home more. Now, my next tip is going to be about my family's electronics usage. Back in 2016, when we first got married, my husband and I deleted all of our social media accounts because we just didn't see anything good coming out of them into our lives. I honestly think it was one of the best decisions we have made. So this YouTube channel that I have just recently started posting on is the closest thing that I have to social media. So that's already a good start into living slow, but I can easily become distracted on YouTube or all of the other apps and internet on my phone. So I try to be very intentional on when I use my phone. I'm not on it much during the day unless I am just quickly looking something up or my kids are having their TV time as well. I like to be present with my family so I can listen to them, answer their questions, hear their jokes, and interact with them. When you put your phone down, you realize that there is plenty of stimulation from real-life interactions and daily life. And adding in the extra can cause anxiety and more mental stress and clutter. Information overload is not conducive to a slow life. I also realized raising little kids that there are certain programs that I cannot play on the TV for them in my house. With all the bright colors and movement and annoying songs and voices, if I can barely stand in front of the screen for more than a few seconds, my toddler probably doesn't need to be as well. So I'm mindful about what I play in the house. A good, calm toddler show versus a loud, chaotic one will make a world of a difference. My last and final point for today's video, friends, is to get outside more often, every day if you can. I think some of us don't realize that our only outside time is getting out of the car and walking from point A to point B some days. But I find our best moments of a family are spent in our backyard. There are so many mental and physical benefits to grounding barefoot and getting sunshine. It can help your whole body to slow down and enjoy the moment, and you'll see that your kids will enjoy it just as much. So those are my tips for today. I hope this video was an encouragement. I'm new to YouTube, but I plan on pouring a lot of love into this channel, and my videos are only going to get better. So if you enjoyed today's video, please consider subscribing and leaving a comment so my channel can grow. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.